Hello everyone, welcome to my channel, Elements of Tarot. My name is Aldana, and it's been a while since I've done a walkthrough. The holidays came upon us, and then I wasn't feeling very well, so it's a quiet Sunday afternoon. I'm just hanging out, and I thought I would share. I have 3 decks to share with you today. They are all decks that I purchased in December. Um, I was also very lucky to obtain them because these were Kickstarter campaigns that the creators were, this was like the last of their stock. So I reached out to Sarai Nissan about the Void Tarot, and she was lovely and sent one to me right away. And then the other 2 I will share once I get through this deck. So this is the Void Tarot, as I mentioned before, by Sarai Nissan. She's a very cool chick. I love her artwork. Definitely follow her on Instagram. I'll put all the links below. But I would not have known about this deck were it not for Honey Lou Wilson. She, I think, saw information about the deck from Owl Moon 513, I believe. And then I was watching Honey Lou, and I too fell in love. So it comes in it's a very dark, it's all black with some spot gloss. So you can see the Void Tarot. This is the back. The Void Tarot, first edition. The void is unceasing, a vastness that conjures fears that prick the psyche like thorns. These cards are an attempt to abide by these unceasing fears. My chimeras of hopeful dread. It was the deck was printed in Italy. So the deck comes with this kind of pamphlet with just basic keywords for the majors and the minors, which is fine. But I was so intrigued by her artwork that I opted to also purchase the guidebook. It's a rose petal finish, not the best for fingerprints and smudges and things like that, but it feels really great. There's this silver foiling, and then the pages are printed on black paper and with white ink. So it's not so hard to read. Another reason that I opted to get the guidebook, the larger one, is because the artwork in the deck is rather small, and I was hoping for kind of more zoomed in pictures so that I could see exactly what was going on. So, let me see if they're paged. Yeah, 168 pages. And it's pretty much every card gets a full color illustration on one side and then a description. Actually, there's a little quirk in this. So the 9 of Cups description comes before the actual card. So I don't know if it was misprinted or not, but the description comes first and then the picture. Would have been probably better the other way, but it is what it is. It's, it's doable. I think there's a little disclaimer here. The card will be revealed on the next page. So that's that. Okay, let's get to the cards because we're going to be doing a few things today, a few decks. So I did choose to edge my deck in this beautiful red color. It came, without any color on the edges. It was just like a gray, and it just was screaming red. Actually, Honey Lou helped me decide. I was torn between doing black, which would have been fabulous as well, or the red, and I went for the red to make it a little more poppy. These cards are also rose petal finish. Very truly rose petal. They were a little sticky from the beginning, so I had to kind of work them. All right, let me zoom in a little bit so you guys can see the cards a little better. I think that'll be good, and I'll hold it up. So every card has this kind of archway. There are different scenes in the background, but they're all kind of red, and then, you know, the edges are black. And then there are these little figures that are living out the Rider-Waite-Smith system or themes. Every card is, you know, like a little different. Like, she definitely put her spin on things, but for the most part, you don't really need a guidebook if you know your classic Rider-Waite-Smith system. So what I like, so the cards are dark, you know, and they're all like 3 colors basically, black, red, and white. But what's I found very helpful was the font and the numbers are in silver foiling. So you just need it to catch the light a little bit, and then I know what card I'm working with, and then I can kind of hone in on the details. All right, so anyway, this is the Fool. What I love is that it's definitely gothic, obviously, but it's also sweet in a way. I love the fine details of each card. It's very like delicate. I think that's a good word. A lot of fine line work in the backgrounds and in the figures. Here we have the Empress. Sometimes that's a little tricky to see. I realized after zooming in that so she has, a lot of the figures have wings, like bat wings. So she's lying down and she's wrapped herself in her wings, but there's her kind of shield, and she's on her chair. Here's the Emperor. He's very cool too. Here's the Hierophant. Presenting as female, I think. She's quite beautiful. The Lovers, very sweet. Here's the Chariot. Strength. I forgot to do my usual comparison. I believe it's a little thinner. Actually, no, it's, well, yeah, like a smidge thinner than a classic Rider-Waite size, standard tarot size. It's very close though. I'd say it's standard tarot size. It's like just like a little millimeter thinner. Here's the Hermit. So I can almost guarantee that this will be reprinted. I hope it will be, because it's definitely worth having. And I did see, which is very exciting, that she's going to be, or she's currently working on an oracle deck to pair with this tarot. So that's exciting. Death. Temperance. There's the Devil with the red eyes. Tower. The Star. So pretty. The moon and the sun are very similar, except the moon has these castles on either side, and then the sun has sunflowers. Both have bats in front of the planet. Judgment. They're all coming out of I believe this is a coffin, and they're all flying out. The world. Okay, so we have our wands. I go a little more quickly. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 'They're so beautiful. It's just like so much detail. Trying to let you guys see. It's just beautiful. Here's the 9. And the 10. Page with the swans. Knight on the horse. And then she actually had the king. The kings come before the queens. Definite divine feminine deck. I love it. Ace of Cups. 2. I love this. 3. 4. Again, very traditional. Just the setting is different. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. Then we have our, oops. Well, here's the page. And here's the 10. Did I mess up? I think they stuck together. Yeah, so here we have the 9, 10, page, knight, queen, well, king and queen. I think I was sorting them so quickly that I just did it in the traditional way. I've had this deck for a few weeks now, so I've definitely been using it. So I just like to have things in order when I do the videos. I think it's easier for people to keep track. Ace of Swords, 2 of Swords, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, page, knight, king, and the queen. She's beautiful. Come on. Okay, and then our last suit, the Pentacles, Ace, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I forgot to show you, these are the backs. So there's the void. And I think there's something in the guidebook that basically this is what you see when you enter the void at different parts. That makes sense, right? Because the hole is basically where this archway is. 7. Did I do it again? No, 8. I can't walk and chew gum at the same time. Sorry, guys. 9 of Pentacles. 10 of Pentacles. Page of Pentacles. Knight of Pentacles. King of Pentacles. And our beautiful Queen. So that is the Void Tarot by Sarai Nissan. I hope I'm saying that correctly. I highly recommend it. I would just keep an eye on her Instagram page, which again I will put in the description below. And definitely keep your eye out for that new oracle and hopefully a reprinting of this beautiful deck. Okay, so the other two that I'm going to share with you guys today came together. These two were Kickstarter campaign by Peony Archer. This deck has been around for a while. I think this is like the 6th or 7th printing or something like that. They've had color versions, black and white versions. There's a coloring book. The original edition, I believe, was on matte cardstock. This is on glossy cardstock. Anyway, as long as it's been around, I haven't known about it until recently. I literally logged on to the Kickstarter campaign 2 hours after it was funded and ended. So I reached out to Peony and she said that she would add me to the list because she had ordered a few extras. So I was able to purchase both of the decks that were a part of the Kickstarter. So I'm very thrilled about that. So let's do the Efflorescent first. These decks, I'm sorry, I know I just made a big to-do about having the decks in order. I don't believe these are. This one might be. I have to look. Peony Coin Archer. What I love about this deck, so I'm kind of curious to know what you guys think. I feel like it's a mashup. Oh, it also came with this hollow sticker, which is always welcome. Oh, and this is the magician card. So I'm saving these. I started journaling this year, so I'm very big on stickers. Oh no, these are in order. I'm so good. Okay, this is the guidebook it comes with. A lot of nice touches. There's a lot of gold foiling. The book itself was written, I think, by somebody else. Let me look. Guiding booklet. Yes, Olivia Mercury Pepper. They have cool names, both of them. So there's kind of the intro, get to know your deck, sitting, doing a sample reading, gives you tips, basics about the different suits, the arcanas, and then it goes right into it. So there are not pictures on every page. Let's see, I think the minors are in the back. Let's look. Swords. The Ether Arcana. Nope, these don't have illustrations either. They're just sort of peppered through. But again, it's more than a word or two. You get like a little paragraph for each card. This is interesting too, in that the majors, I believe, oh, look at this. Some of the flowers in this deck are imaginary and some are based on real plants that Peony and Olivia were in companionship with at the time of this deck's illustration. So sometimes the flowers are in the characters' costumes or helmets. Sometimes they're just in the card. But that's like a nice, fun little touch. Anyway, what I wanted to say was this deck. Oh, let's do the basics. Why not? We're here. So it's, I would say, standard oracle size. This is a standard tarot. They are very glossy on both sides. There is gold foiling on the back, on the four suns, and then in the center. And then on the regular side, it's just ink and there's no foiling. But the illustrations in this deck, no, let me think about this. They remind me, it's like as if the Anna K Tarot and the Dreaming Way Tarot had a baby. I was trying to think. They look very familiar. They're kind of this like fantasy storybook. They're a little like medieval. But I just thought that was a good kind of comparison. And like, you know, with the longer boots, with the quirky little tips, that's very Dreaming Way. But I just love it. It's like I want to live in this world with these creatures. They all look a little solemn, which I find actually kind of funny in a way. Here's our High Priestess. Like the Empress looks like she's about to cry. But she's so beautiful. There's the king. Oh, sorry, the emperor. The hands are creepy too. Long, spindly fingers. Hierophant. We have some very, very thin lovers. Could be both male, one female. Could be two females either. They're kind of neutral, so you can interpret it how you wish. The Chariot. Strength. The Hermit. The Wheel. Justice. Hangman. lots of kind of details to hone in on, which is really kind of cool. This is the Death card. So here is Death's hood. Get my handy dandy pointer. This is Death's hood, and you can see just like a little nose kind of poking out. And then I'm not really sure what this is, if this is the scythe, but it looks more like a rope. Oh, no, it's the flagpole. Okay, I just saw that. So, yeah, it's a little interesting. It's not super clear to see, but that's Death. Temperance. Very interesting Devil. Everything's getting swept up inside of it. Beautiful tower. I love the blues. Star. Sun. Oops, moon, sun. These, I should mention, are not numbered. They only have the titles. So it's good because then it doesn't matter about strength or justice. But when you are trying to put them back in order, you have to really know your majors and what order they go. Judgment. Interesting. They're all clothed. And there's a reindeer in the scene. Here we have the World. Ace of Wands. 2. So here we see, we start to see a lot of the flowers. The colors are beautiful in this deck. I think they look like watercolors to me, but I'm not sure. Here's the 4, setting up for a celebration, it looks like. 5, 6. This is going to sound weird, but this deck also smells really good. I can't stop smelling it. I don't know why. I'm a librarian, so I'm around that new book smell a lot. And the old book smell too. But when a deck of cards or paper comes in that smells really good, it's one of my favorite smells. Here's the 10 of Wands. The Page. The Knight. The Queen with her sunflowers. And here's the King. I'm trying to angle it so you guys don't get too much of the glare. Here we have our Ace of Cups. 2. I love this 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. I love this card too. 9. 10 of Cups. Page. Love her. Knight. Queen. And king. So look at his hair or helmet. That's clearly a flower. It's kind of camouflaged in. Next we have our sword suit. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. Very dramatic 10. Page. Knight. Queen. King. On our last suit, the Pentacles, Ace. Isn't that beautiful? 2. 3. Which is an interesting interpretation. 4. Look at the coins in his hand, fingers. 5. This is an interesting depiction as well. It's like she's telling him, come, I'll help you. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. Page. Knight. Queen. And king. All right, so that is the Efflorescent Tarot by Peony Coin Archer. And then we're going to wrap this up with the last deck today, the Little Monsters Tarot, which was also created by Peony Archer. And the guidebook also was written by Olivia Mercury Pepper. Now this was cool. All right, again, I apologize. Whenever you use hand cream or whatever, it just messes up the backs. This is a hardcover guidebook, people. And it has the glittery, the hollow foil details, which is also on the backs of the cards, which is cool. All right, but we'll talk about those in a minute. The guidebook, sorry, is in black and white, but there are illustrations peppered throughout. I do think, yeah, each card is represented with an illustration and upright and reverse meanings. That is a nice little bookmark here. There's a welcome, a couple of spreads. So this deck is very unusual in that the cards are oval. So I've had round decks before, I've had square decks, but never an oval deck. So this is a nice little thing to have. The box is just beautiful. It's lined in this velvet and has a nice deep pocket for the cards. And then the guidebook just sits nicely on top. It has a magnetic closure, again with all this hollow foil detailing. Here's the back. It's a black and white deck, illustrating monsters, sprites, gremlins, and various other creatures from across the major and minor arcana. The guidebook, again, is by Olivia Pepper. Insights into symbolism, interpretations, alchemical and astrological correspondences for the cards, as well as information about how to begin reading. So, these are the little monsters. I will tell you right now, these cards are not in order. They are not in order. They have an opalescent gilding. It's very hard to see here. They just look white, but it's like a pearly white, and they're very smooth. These are the backs. It's very hard to judge size, but well, height-wise they're pretty similar to a standard card, but they're definitely wider at the sides here. All right, let's go through. They're probably going to be all mishy-mashy, but it is what it is. So child is page. Arrows are swords. Have the lovers. King of Wands. This deck is so endearing. I love these little creatures, these little monsters. Three of Cups. Similar to the Efflorescent, this kind of smoky, lacy detail. Here's the Nine of Wands. Aren't they cute though? Look at the little eye patch. I can't stand it. Two of Cups. Two of Wands. Ace of Wands. Oh no, it's swords, sorry. Coins are pentacles, obviously. Arrows are swords. Wands are wands. Pretty star. I'm so tempted. I don't think I will, but I'm tempted to go in with a little color pencil and just add a few, like maybe I would just color the hat very lightly. Just a few accents on each card just to make it pop a little more. But I'm also kind of digging the black and white. I don't see anything wrong with it. We'll see how it goes. The moon with the beautiful phases on her back. Nine of coins. Interesting Judgment. It's very hard to shuffle these cards. And I'm still learning how to kind of wrangle them. Seven of Cups. Temperance. There's the Empress. Queen of Cups. Knight of Cups. Ten of arrows or swords. Walking away, Eight of Cups. King of Swords. Hanged Man, King of Cups, Three of Swords, Four of Cups, this was a definite kind of impulse. I wasn't really planning. My heart and my eyes were set on the Efflorescent, but I have to say I'm very happy that I have this deck too. I don't have anything else like it in my collection. So the shape, the black and white, and the creatures. So I've been having fun playing with it. Five of Swords. Sorry, Wands. Five of Wands. Six. Wow, this video is already 40 minutes. I'm sorry. But I just wanted everyone to get a chance to see the cards up close. All three are beautiful decks. And yeah, they kept me company when I wasn't feeling well the last couple of weeks, so I've gotten to know them. There's the Magician, the Fool, the World, Ten of Cups, King of Coins, Six of Coins, Queen of Arrows, Death, Three of Wands, the Hermit, the Hierophant, Four of Wands, Five of Cups, Six of Cups, Five of Coins, and Eight of Wands. Hooray! All right, so to recap, we went through the Little Monsters Tarot, the Efflorescent Tarot, and the Void Tarot. So if you're still here, thank you so much for sticking with. I hope you enjoyed seeing these beautiful decks as much as I enjoyed sharing them with you. Please consider subscribing to my little channel, and I hope you all have a fantastic day. Take care.